recording.
All right. Yo, this is another episode of Weird. I am your host, BradQuan. I got my guy, my friend and cameraman, and also co-host, John Kronozik. John, say what's up.
What's going on, guys? I think you can hear me, but it's good to be here.
Fair enough. And we have a very special guest today, Char. She is a writer and really just somebody who has a lot of passions, very firm convictions, and she's somebody whom I wanted to sit down and have a dialogue with because I think she's very interesting, and she was very gracious enough to invite John and I into her home to have a conversation. You know what I mean? So, it's an honor to be here. Char, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain, man. It's truly a pleasure to be here with you, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
I want to thank
It's
you.
a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Want to thank you. The hospitality has been absolutely outstanding. I mean, the coffee, the weed.
Well, I mean, people, hospitality is a forgotten art.
Yes, it is.
And it's even, I had a friend who, it's very much like, you come over, you hang out, you go, and it's expected that you're treated as part of the family. And because of that, I think that lack of initiation for hospitality is lost.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like people forget, or how I was taught was, you always prepare your home for guests.
Yes.
Right? That's how we lived.
Yes.
Somebody could stop by any minute.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so you kept your home tidy enough where if anybody stopped by unexpectedly, boom, you'd be all right. Right?
Ooh.
And I have always maintained that. And taken pride in that. And so I do. I can throw together a charcuterie board in 5 minutes and feed you snacks. Right? Or have coffee available.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And you know what? But I mean, that's important. I've had my own apartment only once, you know what I mean? But I can always say that I was always ready for a guest at any given moment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I completely agree with that,
Well, I think it's just a lost art.
Fair enough. I mean, but I think in today's society it's fair to say that humanity is a lost art. You know what I mean?
No, I don't feel that way at all.
Well, fair enough. Let's get into that. But I think I say that because we are so comfortable. We're so comfortable in absurdity. It seems like, you know what I'm saying, and
Yep.
and that's really where I'm getting at with that statement.
Yeah.
But I'm
100%.
interested. But I'm interested to peel within the layers. I want to peel and understand why you had the initial hesitation.
Hesitation for what?
Well, no, I'm saying you said you didn't agree with the statement.
Oh, that
That humanity is a lost art. Yes.
it's. Oh no, it's not a lost art. It's not lost at all. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think it's thriving and absolutely spearheading in some of the most absolutely stunning ways that we could have never predicted. And it's unfolding right before people's eyes. And they're so plugged into the matrix that they don't see it.
And that's perfect because
Yeah.
before we met up, when we were emailing, you told me that you unplugged. You don't have a phone. You're not on social media. You said,
I mean, I have accounts and stuff, but I haven't been posting. I stopped because, you take away the immediacy, right? You take
Okay.
away the instant of the situation, and then you go home, and then you think about what you post, and it changes the game completely.
yes,
Right?
indeed. Yeah.
You're like, that is not worded. Oh my God, I sound like an idiot. Or like, that could be taken in multiple ways. Like,
Fair
it's
enough.
like there's a lot of ways that can be, and without conversation, it cannot be clarified.
Absolutely. Face to face, the thing about it is patience is a virtue. And I believe when we're sitting face to face, there can be an initial disagreement, but as long as we both have the patience to get to that connecting point, you know what I mean? I think we can iron out the wrinkles. The problem is when technology is in the mix, it gets really muddy, right? Because you can say something, you don't mean anything by it, but it's all in how the person reads it. You know what I mean?
Perceived, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You know, and once they take it a certain way, you know what I mean? There's only so much backpedaling you're gonna be able to do through social media or text or whatever have you.
Oh,
you know?
it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they talk about everybody uses. I love the people use, you know, terms, diagnostic terms as the norm now, right? Mm-hmm. So like they'll call people somebody narcissist. Mm-hmm. They are so narcissist. They're such a narcissist, and it's like you do not know the definition of a narcissist. You've never worked with a narcissist, or treated one, or seen the treatment of such a dysfunctional narcissist. You didn't know things like that could exist, mm-hmm. Right? I'm not a doctor. I don't have any degrees. I have a lot of education. Mm-hmm. I have been administration to all of this.
Okay.
So, being admin, people do not understand what that means, especially in the state.
Fair enough.
Like all the doctor's notes, all the therapy notes.
Yeah.
Like I have to have an NDA because I have to go through all of those, make sure all the pages are numbered, right? Mm-hmm. I had to make sure that everything was in order because a lot of these were court submitted with the Office of Mental Health. Okay. I'm not a professional, right? I can see everything they write.
Okay.
Right?
Fair enough.
And then I helped with the management of such dysfunctions as sexual offense. That's why I worked in the SIS department. And that was a valuable experience. Holy shit.
Fair enough. And you know what? That's actually a great segue into my first question for you here, Char. What experience taught you that personal responsibility matters as much as it does to you?
Because nobody else would take responsibility for me. Like, I learned that at 7.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It was like, I'm hungry. No one here to feed me or my little brother, right?
Okay.
And it was like, I had 3 older sisters, but they were 6 years older. Like, they were teenagers by that time. Like, they were off and about. Mm-hmm. So it was like there was 2 separate, even though there was 5 children, it was two separate lives, almost 2 separate parents that raised 2 separate sets of children. But I learned at a very young age. It's like, if you want to eat, you fucking go to the pantry and figure it out, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if things are running out to the point where I'm fucking hungry and it's not being replaced, you go to your mom and you're like, we're out of shit. Like, I mean, I was a kid. I'm like, Mom, we're out of peanut butter. I've not peanut butter in a couple days, right? You're like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then they would go get peanut butter.
Fair enough. You're a doer. You're what I had a conversation with Liam a few days ago, and he was talking about being a now person. You know Liam Sweeney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's talking about being a now person, and I mean you kind of have to be, right? Especially in terms of survival and eating. I mean, I got to do this shit right now.
Yeah, it's right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are times, there are moments in life, and people detest that. Mm-hmm. Because those now moments, those like, now. Mm-hmm. You have to know the person enough to go, I will either follow or fuck you, right? Mm-hmm. And every person that looks me in the eye, very few people follow. They go, fuck you.
You don't strike me as a follower. I don't get that from you.
No, follow me.
Oh yeah. Word. Nah, I was just
Right, yeah.
I was just saying yeah because
Oh no, I follow people.
fair enough.
Oh yeah.
What? Okay, so what do you follow? What do you subscribe to? Like, what's something that you get behind from people? I'm curious.
Body language. I've studied body language my entire life.
Okay.
And the behavioral patterns.
Fair enough.
People have the knowledge. One of the things I learned, and it was one of the things about being one of Jehovah's Witnesses, my parents, they never studied with me. I was always a self-studier.
Okay.
Never sat down and went through. It was always just from the podium and then self-taught. And, oh fuck, what were we talking about? I lost the thought.
Don't worry, it happens to me. It happens to me all the time. I was asking you about who do you
No.
follow?
Yeah.
And you okay? So you're a Jehovah's Witness.
I was.
You what? Okay,
Until
you
I was
were.
32. That's what distracted me. That kid brought up a whole bunch of emotion. And I'm still, you still process it. Fuck.
That said,
Yeah.
what? So you were that since you were 32. What made you to describe your experience within that religion? I don't know anything about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's Witnesses are a Christian-based organization. It was started 1800, something like that, by Rutherford Russell.
Okay.
Or Rutherford. I think it's Rutherford.
Fair enough.
He
All things we can
was an
look into.
interesting man and an entrepreneur and a very faithful man, and he owned a suit factory. And he just started the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses, and kind of took the scripture about proselytizing and developed his own method of doing it, knocking door to door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And developed a religion off it. And it's a fucking great religion. Like, I think I have a lot of respect for it. I have a lot of respect for religion in general.
Okay.
Like, whether you're a Catholic or Protestant or Muslim or Buddhist, it's like, if you are a hardcore believer, fuck yeah, go for it. Yep, I love to talk about that shit.
Fair enough. So, what made you stop practicing? Because you said you were a Jehovah's Witness until you were.
The organization, they missed the point. Like, I mean, I get it. I love the scheme that they have, and the morals that they've put into place to hold themselves to the perceived context of the text.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they have read it this way. They truly believe it's a good way. Why the fuck not?
Fair enough. So you were born into that, essentially, right?
Yeah, like my mom, 4th generation Jehovah's Witness.
Okay. One thing.
5th. They have a picture. 5th generation. 5th generation Jehovah's Witness. Yeah.
5th generation. Okay.
So back from the beginning, they're like Quakers.
Rock and roll. If it's one thing I can say that I do understand about religion is I can say that it definitely provides a bridge to light in face of hardship, especially. That said, when you look back on your life, what hardship do you think shaped your worldview more than any other?
My own voice.
Okay.
It's like people talk and they tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And I remember this moment because I remember thinking, I'll remember this moment.
Okay.
I remember the moment I did something wrong and my father said, Charlotte, don't do that. Jehovah wouldn't like it. And I actually thought, and then said, who's Jehovah?
Fair enough.
Like, I know everybody here. I know I will get in trouble with everybody here if I do something, but who the hell's, like, I'm kidding. And he's like, well, that's God. And so I remember saying, so I can't hear him, I can't see him, and I can't experience him on a physical level. Like I said it more kid-like.
Yes.
But I can't see, I can't touch him. That's what it was. And I get in trouble if I just like make him mad, and that, yeah. And I'm like, no. Like, that makes no sense. That's the phrase.
Yes.
Even as a kid, they would tell me things, and I'm like, that makes no sense. Like, I just had that. I must have had an understanding in an early age of a sense of things, and then when it didn't make sense,
You questioned it.
when that didn't make sense, if you questioned it, you got beat.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just kind of kept it to yourself. That does not make sense.
You see, the thing about it is,
Something's not right.
yeah. But I believe kids should be able to challenge authority in a respectful way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they overcross boundaries, and then they learn, and that's parenting. It's like children have to learn. I mean, I've never had children of my own, but yeah, it's constantly that very childlike, I want to do what I want. Oh, you can.
I love
sometimes.
I love the Freudian the Freudian terminology, the id. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dive into that quite often, actually, Freud's ego theory. Tell me, what belief about human nature do you hold that most people seem unwilling to accept?
That we are beautiful because of the cruelty.
Ooh. Because of the cruelty. Okay. Please elaborate on that. I really like that. Take your time, get the thoughts. You mind if I get that bong?
Yeah. It's like, I hate bringing up anything to do because there is immediate, you say one name and it just is understood in a culture. Brrr, right?
Mm-hmm. Question, where can I, oh, you got an ashtray right there.
Yeah. And, it's weird to say it's interesting, I guess, but I think people should be more aware of it. Like, just Hitler. Right? You say Hitler, boom, you understand.
Okay.
Right?
Do you believe, you say we're beautiful?
What's more interesting is the breakdown of the culture that happened to allow it.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
you have a very powerful voice, even in the insanity, right?
Okay.
There has to be a certain filter down of acceptance, pride, because I was a child and met a very good man who was an SS soldier and one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and he was at Auschwitz,
Oh, shit.
right?
Okay.
He was at concentration camps. And he's like, Charla, old man, Frankenstein. That's his first name. That's not correct. Alright, I see his face. It'll take me a minute to get to the... It's a version of that. My brain's mixing up the words.
You're fine.
And he's like, we didn't understand what it really meant, and when we did, what could we do?
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
It was like, yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, you get away from it as quickly as you possibly can, and you help where you could.
Beauty because of the cruelty.
And
You
it's
believe...
like-
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you believe so do you believe appreciation for paradise or happiness can exist without adversity?
No. And that's the problem, is that there's always going to be adversity and there's always going to be chaos, right? And it's at the level at which you deal with it. The universe is actually from chaos, explosion, adaptation, evolution. It is absolutely constantly in motion, right?
That's, it's funny you say that. Expressionism, like Jackson Pollock. Are you familiar with his work?
Pollock,
right? Yeah. So each color has a different meaning, right? So each color to me represents different people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have all these colors, all these people intersecting, you know what I mean, with one another, and that chaos, that madness, that's the beauty of existence. You know what I mean? That's how I perceive. That's why I believe expressionism is the best it's the best expression for life itself. You know what I mean? That's how I've always viewed it.
Agreed. But then we have the biological, and then we include consciousness.
Okay, yes.
Right? So then you include consciousness. Like, okay, so you have biological adaptation, you have chaos, you boom, 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 and all of a sudden, boom, you get consciousness.
Yes.
Because there is a leap. Animals are conscious, obviously, right? Like, they are more biological, they are more trainable because they have simpler patterns that, when reinforced, can be, right?
Yes.
Trained.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
People, same way.
Mm-hmm.
Just way more complex patterns, right? Way more complex circuits.
Think about people. I mean, we have the ability to be trained and to be great
Ourselves.
or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't always have the willingness to do so.
Well, the biology is an interesting play with spirit. Like, you have biology and you have consciousness, and there is a reason that we are at an intersection of these two. Right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, on an evolutionary, like, on a billion-year scale, like, the biology and consciousness, it had a point of start. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
There's reasons for that, right? Has it happened before? Probably. Will it happen again? Yup. In another layer? Yeah. Like, it really is.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I do that all the time for that concept alone. People think I'm doing the cross, and it's not. It's like, you guys, but whatever. It makes them feel good, and they feel, like, connected, so.
Fair enough. When did you first realize that your perspective on the world was different from the people around you?
I could incite my father to rage with 4 words. And it was just circumstance. And, it was just, I would absolutely, it took me forever to trying to figure it out. Like, because it was me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had 5 other children. It was me. It was something I said. It was something I did that would trigger him.
You said 4 words could incite him to rage. What were those words?
I don't remember.
I'm sure he does.
Even now.
Fair enough.
Like, the last time, the last heated conversation, I said, I'm done with this now. Was about 2 years ago. And we were talking about gun control. He's an elder.
Okay.
And we were talking about gun control, and I believe in firearms. I believe people should have it. They should be educated. I think every household should have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I am one household, and I am armed.
Fair enough.
And it's like, I've been single my entire life. Relationship, out of 47 years, I've been in all combined 7 years.
Okay.
Like, I'm, you know, I shouldn't have said that. So for, what was I saying?
You were talking about the fact that you believe everybody should be armed.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was talking to my father, and he's like, well, even if I do not believe in killing somebody, and he's actually a conscientious objector and got honorably discharged from the Air Force in the 70s for taking a stand. He went to jail because he was like, I am one of Jehovah's Witnesses now, and I am not going to pick up a gun or hurt anybody ever.
Fair enough.
So he's maintained that stance. So he was sitting there, and he's like, I think he's a little bit out of control with his gun. Like, it's like, I won't own a gun, and even if somebody came in here and was hurting your mother, I would not pick up a gun if I had the opportunity. I was like, oh, you wouldn't, would you?
Well, how would? Well, I mean, he would obviously help your mother.
Oh yeah, do everything he could. Yeah,
But he wouldn't. Okay,
Yeah.
he wouldn't use deadly
but
force.
even if the opportunity was like, and he had to shoot that person, he would not do it. It was, you know, that's like I've explored this scenario. It was like a clip of a conversation we'd had previous times before. So it was like, even if your mother, like, okay, Dad, and I'm like, he's like, well, the Bible, you know, is very clear about protecting your household, and he's like, well, he read me the scripture, so I was like, well, Dad, that's your interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
That's your interpretation. 3 words. And that man stood up, meaty finger in my face, like, and don't you tell me it's an interpretation. That's what it says, and I just, you know, I'm sitting there on the floor, right? And I'm a grown-ass adult woman, and he gets so upset he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And my thought is, I have uncles who would be like, if somebody came in and tried to hurt any of my family, I will blow their heads off and be damned the consequence. Like, I mean, like, my peace is with God. And it's like, yeah, that's how it is. So my father that's not right. I don't understand that, but that's his stand, and that's whatever.
I mean, in terms of protecting yourself and your family, I mean, if it comes to that, I'm not going to sit here and argue with it. You know what I mean? If you're coming in here with intent to harm, you're coming in my domicile, my goddamn place where I rest my head to cause me harm.
Yep.
I have the right.
All fucking bets are off.
Yeah, like, dude, what the hell? You know what I mean?
And I grew up, my uncles would bring home deer, and then everybody around, my father, nope. No guns. That's his stand. Okay, you know.
Well, the thing, I'm interesting because, I mean, me personally, do I believe people should own guns? Sure. You know what I mean? I think if you're a stable individual, absolutely, you should own a gun.
That's
a good point.
I mean, you should be educated.
Fair enough. I mean, but then again, we have to define educated too, right?
No, the state did very well. I mean, the requirements that they have for especially firearms and personal permits, it's like people seem excessive, but it's appropriate, I think.
Can you enlighten me, because you seem more well versed in this than I? Like, how does the state define somebody who's educated enough to own a firearm?
They require them to take classes. Like,
fair enough.
Learn this, or you cannot have one. It's like, you know.
I mean, emotional stability, obviously, emotional intelligence. I mean, I think we are.
You think a state can verify somebody's emotional intelligence, right? Like, really? Like,
Fair.
They don't have time. Like,
Yeah.
They're confused about a piece of paper I bring them that needs to be filled out by hand. Like, they're like, you know.
Good point.
No.
Yeah.
That's not the state's responsibility. It's like, it's up to ourselves. They require that you have a certain amount of education. They also require that you don't have a psychiatric background. That's, you know, And a lot of them have been contested. Like, listen, I was in my 20s, I was raging, right? I would like to, and judges, yeah, you're right. You're a stable individual, you're fine. Here you go, have a firearm. Happens all the time. When I worked at OMH, the counsel's office, that's what they did, was just process. They had one lawyer who processed appeals.
Mm-hmm.
And we would get boxes of somebody trying to appeal. So, the firearm laws in other states are a lot less, and I appreciate those more.
Fair enough.
Just
But I understand New York and her concerns.
absolutely. Just like a little side note too about gun control. I totally agree with you guys. The thing is, if you are someone outside of the law,
Yeah.
you'll probably get a gun outside of the law.
So easy.
Very easy. And in fact, that might aid you in committing a crime because then it can't be traced to you. So the only thing that gun control really does is keep guns out of the hands of law-abiding individuals.
Yep.
Because it's so easy to get a gun through
Yep.
illicit
And that's
means.
tied to my name. I know every fucking bullet
Exactly.
is
And-
got my responsibility attached to it.
Yep, and the state knows exactly where that gun is pretty much. So,
That's why you don't see everybody walking around firing off. It's not the wild, wild west. It's like,
Exactly.
no, there are consequences. Like,
yes.
and the
For
more,
law-abiding guns.
yeah, for
Yep.
law. And it's like, okay, I understand your concerns, New York. I get it. You're a little
Absolutely.
excessive, right? But they have something like New York City to consider. Whereas
Yes.
Montana, right, or
Yep.
Oklahoma, they don't.
Yep.
There's an influx, so it's like she's got different rules for different reasons.
I totally agree.
Yeah. It's like,
Fair enough. What part of your life forced you to become stronger than you wanted to be?
to survive. It's how you live. I mean, that's how I lived. That's how I still live sometimes. And it's just trying to break that this is my last ditch effort to try to break that is what I'm doing here.
Your last ditch effort to break that is what you're doing here. You
Doing
mean
here.
this
I mean-
interview or just...
No, life in general.
Okay.
I mean, I worked for the Office of Mental Health. I had a brain injury.
Yes, you
So-
did talk about that earlier. Can you
Yeah, with
elaborate
TBI.
on that? What happened with that?
I was babysitting the twins, and I was on my way home in Schenectady on Broadway.
Okay.
And I was going straight, Dodge Neon, 450 pounds at this point. Little Dodge 2001 Neon. That was a cherry car, too. I got that car cherry.
Okay.
It was the best car I ever had. It was so nice. I'd only had it for like a month. I paid it off. I owned it. Oh, God. I was going home, and he just didn't see me and drove into me. Like, he turned left, and we were both going straight, and he just... And I had the seatbelt on, right? I still had the airbags deployed. The rest of the car was beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were only going about 35. I had just pulled out of getting gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had the imprint of the steering wheel still on my forehead. 'Cause,
Oh.
I'm 6'1". It's a Dodge Neon, you know?
Shit.
And so I had a water bag for a good month and a half of a hematoma on my forehead. I would sit, and,
Oh, God.
right? And I have always lived alone,
Okay.
right? I've never had a roommate. If I have lived with somebody, it's because I was involved with them.
Okay.
So I have always maintained my own place. Even at the heaviest weight, herniated discs, lidocaine patches, and fentanyl patches, and a lot of hydrocodone, right?
Okay.
I mean, it helped me get through.
Mm-hmm.
I always had my own place. I always maintained. I always paid my own rent. I have never had anybody else pay my fucking rent.
Independent.
Or my utilities. My parents, after my brain injury, for a year, helped me cover my car insurance. They took my car insurance under their name, and I paid them back. You know, about 3 years later, I handed them $500, and I was like, this is for reimbursement for the insurance. And they were very grateful. They've been poor their whole life, you know?
Well, that's one thing I feel. I feel like when, I guess, people can do nice things for you, but when it comes to money and things of that nature, I always like to pay people back because I feel like in that situation,
I just don't ask.
yeah. People can use things against you. They can throw things in your face and whatnot.
I just don't ask. I will go without. I just go without.
And I guess that lone wolf mentality, I really want to understand where that stems from, because you've always lived alone. You've rarely been in a relationship. You said you're how old, if you don't mind me asking?
47.
Okay, and for your 47 years on this earth, you've had relationships for 7 of them.
My first relationship was 4 years. I owned a tattoo shop with him.
Okay.
Right? On Fulton Street in Troy.
Okay.
Twisted Creations Tattoo. I was the specialty piercer.
Mm-hmm.
I also did, which is one of the things I'm getting back to. That's part of the jewelry thing. Oh, I'm a jeweler.
Okay.
Which is that? It's my workshop.
Rock and roll.
I make my hats and all my jewelry. So, no, I got sidetracked. Can you?
Fair enough. Yeah, I wanna understand the origins of your lone wolf nature. You know what I mean? You were telling me that you're a jeweler, and you said that you were with a guy. For 4 years.
So I was a piercer. That's right. There we go.
Okay.
So I had just gotten done paying for myself again to go through college, as getting certified as a phlebotomist, and I had met him, and I was trying to get a job as a phlebotomist, untrained. You know, it's hard at first. You know, you just got the education. You're certified, and he's like, I'm opening a tattoo shop, and you know, I was 450 pounds then. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was a great guy, well educated. And we opened a tattoo shop together. He was the tattoo artist and I was the piercer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. 450 pounds. And
that was when I stepped away from the religion too. I was like, that was after a couple years after the car accident. And I had long ago decided I wasn't, I mean, in my early, I think I was about 8 or 9, and I realized I was never going to be one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
okay.
It wasn't going to happen for me. And however, it took me many years to initiate the courage to step away from that, because it is a good way of life, and they are good people, and they are on the right track. They just, I just believe differently. I think they've missed the point. Anyway, so I was in that relationship for, 4 years,
yeah.
and then he, I was a virgin.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was a good Christian girl. Like I'd never dated. I was 450 pounds. The brothers at the hall, they had much better choices. Like there were a lot of sisters who were very beautiful, right? And it's like you had to be a little bit, if you were into me, right? You had to like that peculiar thing to be, it's like when you're 450 pounds, that is a dysfunction. It's that simple. People can find it beautiful and they can love it anyway, but that is severely unhealthy. And I always knew that about myself. And so when I would meet men, if they in any way, like the guys who are feeders, like, and just bring you food, it's like, it would like, dude, I already have a fucking issue where I can't fix and I don't know what to do, and you're bringing me like good shit. Like that's the best fucking ice cream I've ever tasted in my whole life, right? Like, but so I couldn't date them, right?
Yeah.
But to be attracted to that, it's like there had to be there is a dysfunction there.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not love. It doesn't mean it's not connection. It doesn't mean it. That is an unhealthy way of being. I know I was it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, because of that, I had that, if there was ever that interplay, and you will only want to, fuck around with people who are attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
mm-hmm.
You don't go for people who aren't attracted to you. That's just a waste of time, right? Like, they're not attracted to you. You don't go for them. Like, there you go.
Fair enough.
Right? So it's like you go for people who are attracted to you because you get a response, and the people who are attracted to you are dysfunctional and want to make you fatter. Like, you can't. Oh, or the ones that want to help you but have absolutely no more clue than you do because you've already done everything they've said multiple times. Like, It's like it's just so dating wasn't. But it was, I was 32, and it was like I was still a virgin. And I was like, I basically maintained this standard simply because of the situation that I decided to be in.
Okay.
Right? Which is, I decided that these are good people. My family is here. I had gone through a family tragedy. My niece had a drowning accident.
Oh shit, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And she survived.
Thank God.
People say. So my family is very smart, and my niece was very, very smart. And now she's not.
And you said, this just so I can follow. You said you said she did survive.
Yeah.
Okay. How old is she now?
22.
Okay. Where and is she like she's all good? Like there's nothing.
When she was 4, we were in the minivan, and we were driving, and she goes, "Mom, why does it go from light to dark to light to dark?" And I see her in a corner just gesturing, and I'm thinking, like, is she talking about the shadows on the road? Like, what is she, right? And Tammy goes, "Well, Riley, we live on the earth, and it spins, and we spin into the light and out of the light. Into the light and out of the light, right?
Okay.
And round, right?" And Riley just kind of clicks her toes and moves her fingers, and she's like, "That makes perfect sense."
At 4 years old.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was about 3.5. But that was Riley.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of our. And now, she has to be continually taught to do basic things like feed herself. And she can't really talk, so she sounds and looks like she has cerebral palsy.
Okay.
And my sister, in one of her grieving moments, she's like, she went from hawking to a potted plant. So the IQ of a hawk to a potted plant.
Oh shit! Oh my God!
And
such a dramatic shift.
So
oh
yeah,
my God.
she did survive. She did, and she had. It was a reset. It was a complete reset. Like she had to learn how to walk. She had to learn how to move her head. She had to learn how to of blinking. She always blinked, but it was so slow at first. And then, as things started to speed up and heal, she got faster.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but she had to learn how to walk or swallow, move her head,
Oh, wow.
swallowing and talking, right? Going through speech therapy all over again. And again, walking. She still can't really walk. She's very unstable, and she's pretty okay as long as she doesn't have anything around her that might trip her, right? But she can handle stairs as long as she got a railing, right? And she'll never have children, and because there's no way she could care for them. She can't care for herself. She needs help showering.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people always say, thank God. Thank God she survived. I have learned a lot. I can thank God for that.
What I can say is, seeing people in that situation, I feel like it has to humble you. It has to make you grateful for the things that we take for granted. It's just simple things. Like, I couldn't imagine having to relearn to swallow, to blink, to walk. You know what I mean? Like, god damn.
Blinking was always there.
Fair enough.
But it's...
like, shit. Like, we're so focused.
It was absolutely the most amazing thing you could ever see.
Wow.
Because, you work at it and you work at it. My sister had 2 other children. I was always single. I didn't date.
Okay.
And I supported myself.
Okay.
And my family. So she had 2 other children that needed to be maintained, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I say maintained, but they need to be loved. They need time and care and attention. And I'm an individual aunt that lives 5 miles away. I lived there almost.
Mm-hmm.
Tammy, therapies were rough. She'd come home shaking. Like, when you have a brain injury and you're retraining it to actually move, right? It screams in pain when it's not in pain. There's nothing wrong with the body. It's called storming. And it does, neurological damage does translate with older individuals as dyskinesia.
Dyskinesia.
So it's like it's a neurological impulse that shouldn't be there, and it registers as pain and sometimes shoots through the body. It's usually a side effect of long-term medication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which I was on antidepressants for 18 years, highest dose, because I was fat. Remember that conversation. And I started that a year after Riley's drowning because I was suicidal.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I know where this is going. Like, I know Tammy's pushing so hard. We were going to hyperbaric chamber treatments in Pennsylvania, and we were just like, and I'm like, I know this type of injury. I'm a CNA right now. There is no healing this.
Uh-huh.
There is just living with what is there. And she was a mother. She could not accept that. Ended up having a heart attack because of it. And the doctor actually said, this is broken heart syndrome.
Yeah, that does happen, yeah.
Yeah, does happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I believe my mother died of a broken heart. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, when you were overweight, you felt alone. Wait, well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Did you feel alone?
Oh, yeah.
I asked this to ask.
Yeah, all the time.
Fair enough.
It was constantly in my brain, all the time. It still is, and you have to reason with yourself. You have to reason with yourself, because being alone is okay, and you need to be comfortable within that.
Yes.
Because that is how you that is how you find the true self.
Yes.
However,
Okay.
we are not meant to live individually. We are pack animals. Well established. Well established.
Okay, so that's interesting. So
If you are an individual living alone, out in the woods, all by yourself, that is dysfunctional.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Cool, and where I'm going, but dysfunctional.
Okay.
There is something wrong with that person. They cannot be part of society for whatever reason. Yeah, I get it. Yep.
Let me ask you, what's the difference between being alone and being lonely?
Alone, you are physically alone. Lonely, you are craving time and attention. But you have things to do.
So we are social creatures, yet you...
Biologically, imperative to pair.
Fair enough. I guess I'd say because you're so adamant on being alone. You're so adamant on just being in your own space, not having anybody else to, share that with. Like, I guess...
No, that's not how I am. That's how I've needed to be for now, because the people in my life were... They used my resources until I had less than nothing.
Okay, so now there's a distrust.
No. There was a trust broken. I realized that the people in my life because I have always been able to support myself and maintain my own place, the assumption is that I've been able to, I can provide for others. And so I did.
Okay.
And providing for others, and that assumption that I always had things under control, which in a way I did because I always lived within my means.
Mm-hmm.
Other people saw that as opportunity, and I got into debt. I got into debt just like everybody else.
Oh, God.
And the lifestyle, it's like you just, 3.5 years, like I had got to the point in the state where I was, I 600, my rent was always 1.5 paychecks. 1.5 paychecks. So 1.5 weeks of paychecks. And I was okay with that. Built savings, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. About 3 years ago, you start living in a deficit. And then you have a car payment, and I met somebody. I was like, okay, let's see, 5 years, almost 6 years now, I had gastric bypass, because when everybody fucking went to, like, COVID, they got shut in. But I have a brain injury, so I didn't have to drive. So I was waking up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning with the sun, because it was when my brain was, awake the most. I just slept, and then I would get up, but I have severe anxiety. I've been shut in most of my life. I was 475 pounds, right? I went to a religion, a couple times a week. I was a massage therapist. I was like a not crowdy, right? And it's like, I got to be home. I just got to be home and chill and go back to, I still couldn't see very well after the car accident. And I fucking didn't have any, I had time, and I had so much less anxiety. And so I would wake up at a normal time, I usually did, and I'd put a fucking CD or DVD on and do the Zoom thing instead. I was by myself, what the fuck else am I gonna do, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I have I went into behavioral therapy because it's like I understand where my mental disorders are.
Fair
Like
enough.
I do not know how to change my physical action. What do I do different? Right? I don't know. I keep reading books and doing the things they're doing, and it's not doing it, right? And then you give up. You're like, or fuck this, like, and you go for a couple of years. You're like, I'll just eat what the fuck I want, right?
Yeah.
And then you try again, and you try again, and you try again. I mean, my parents, they're Jehovah's Witnesses, so they don't celebrate Christmas or birthdays or anything like that, which is really rough in the dating scene. Let me tell you something, because you guys all have your fucking attachments to your holidays, man. You like to ride those holidays hard. Fuck, I don't get it, but I do. Like, I respect it. It's like you guys' traditions and things like that are attached to it, and family and all of that, and that's why. And I think it's wonderful every time I'm around it, but I have no emotional attachment yet to these holidays.
I mean, Christmas is cool, but it's vain. You know what I mean? It's just like
The Christmas is fed. Oh my God, Christmas is fed by Black Mirror right now. Like that's a Black Mirror episode, 100%.
elaborate on that. That sounds like you have an interesting perspective on Christmas.
I mean, you look at where it all comes from. I mean, it all comes from like paganism and like and Christmas. I mean, it was like they needed, the Christians. They fucking needed people in their seats. And there's a bunch of pagans. Like, look at all those pagans over there. We want them in their seats, right? And that's simple. So you're like, okay, well, how can we, there was eggs, they sat there. You have to think about people who wrote the fucking Bible. Like, everybody's thinking about them writing by candlelight or how my father pictures being divinely inspired. Like, no, you're not. It's a couple of people sitting around at Hebrews going, hey, man, you want to talk some shit? Like, yup. Right? It's not all respectful and holy. These men went home, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the men that were inspired. It's like you read it from this perspective, from the seat, from the ground. It changes the tone of everything. Instead of reading the script as a divine, read it as a Richard Dawkins book. That guy's fucking hysterical with his schemes, right? Or his schemes? Or his schemas? Or memes.
Memes. Okay.
His definition of memes is so fucking great, and he's so hardcore committed to it. You're like, boop, boop, boop,
What's his definition?
Of a meme? That we are memes. That our culture is, everything is a meme.
I feel like I was just having this conversation with somebody not too long ago. Yeah.
Get into Richard Dawkins. It's interesting. He is 100% about biology.
Okay.
Anything that related, he talks about even how animals and the patterns that they have relate to human beings, especially zebras. I mean, Peterson gets into that. Have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, I've heard of that name,
Okay.
yes.
Jordan Peterson and Richard Dawkins, there was an interview. Fucking epic. Because they are two opposing people, and I love those, but they respect the fuck out of each other. And they like each other because of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the conversations they have, but Richard Dawkins in his 70s, 75, I think. Peterson's in his 60s. So a little bit of generational gap. And Peterson's a psychologist, behavioral therapist, research developed, blah, blah, blah. Taught at Harvard and the Canadian. He's from Canada.
Okay.
He did that C-16 or C-17 bill or whatever about the discriminatory law and the correction of language, and they were asking for the ability to penalize language.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't penalize anybody for something they say. You do something for they do, right? It's like, I mean, it's like they are allowed as a part of freedom of speech. If you attach a penalization to something, if they don't say it, or if it's thought that they do, then you can penalize them. You can't do that, right? It's like, that doesn't work that way. That is a restriction of freedom of speech. So he raged in Canada about that. And that's how I caught him. I caught him 9 years ago, 11 years ago. You know what he started doing? This is fucking epic. Only this is somebody I feel like is sets his own path.
Okay.
He's taught. Teaches at a. He's taught at many universities and very prestigious, right?
Okay.
He's took his college level courses. YouTubed them for free.
Mm.
These fucking courses that people are actually paying thousands of dollars for, he fucking YouTubes it and goes, here, you can see my daily classes.
I'm gonna have to tap into this guy, man. I've been wanting to go back to school, but I don't got the money for it.
I got the money, right? So I started watching all of his classes as he was posting, blah, blah, blah. My sister was too. Like, we were just off from the beginning. And then that all just shot from, there as far as education goes with Dawkins and Prager and Peugeot and all those, like, modern day philosophers of today. But, I mean, Prager, I think... No, is it Prager? Yeah, Jonathan Prager. He's like he's a rabbi. Like he's kind of like a radical rabbi. There's this whole series on YouTube about like they got a historian, they have Prager, Peugeot, Peterson, and then they bring in like alternating guests and they actually read the Bible.
Hmm. Interesting.
And they all get an opinion on it. Oh, it's sexy. No, it really is. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, this is the coolest fucking shit ever. Like this is like the what do you think? The Knights of the Swords. It's like you have the council. It's almost like a council. It's like you have a genuine expert and everybody has their firm stand beliefs and they are respectfully talking to each other. That's fucking sexy, right? Like that's fucking hot as fuck.
Rock and roll. Rock
yeah.
and roll.
That's your Colosseum right there.
Yeah.
In Rome.
What is a conviction you hold today that costs you relationships, approval, or belonging? Take your time.
Well, there's several. I'm trying to prioritize the one that I think is probably the most pertinent. I hold the line.
Hold the line.
Yeah, I really do.
Okay.
It's like, I am not stupid. You have that kid your entire life. You go through that process in therapy where it's like, I feel stupid. And I don't want to do this. And I fucking hate this. And just, you go through that whole process in your head every single time. And you go through the layers of reasoning with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, I know, it is stupid. It's like, I hate this too. They are stupid people. These are stupid things. This is disposability. This is intentional, right? This is a misunderstanding. And then you, like, I've got this. Like, okay, I understand that. I have a firm basis of understanding in what we consider reality. Dude, I'm trying to write this article, and I had to go back to basics because I'm getting a little bit too wordy.
I have that problem.
And so I went and read, I'm like, oh, an introduction to reality. Like, for like Jerome Schaefer. I'm like, oh man, like I remember Peterson, like if you want a good, good quick read, you can do this. He's like, it's got a lot of interesting, and I'm like, all right, I remember him saying that. So I pick it up free from the Troy art thing. That book is fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
It's a basic introduction to philosophy.
Uh-huh.
And it is one of the funniest fucking, like, I have actually sat there and laughed hysterically.
Fair enough.
Like, and just read it out loud. Like, this is a funny fucker. Jerome Schaefer.
Jerome Schaefer, okay.
He's a funny fucker. Oh, I get the book. Where is it? Oh, it's right here somewhere.
It's funny because I've really been coursing through philosophy. I've reading a lot on Diogenes, Socrates, Aristotle, Plato. It's just a bunch of different.
Now you're going back to that's what I did years ago. That's what I decided to do. That's how I decided to cut off media. Yeah. So that was 6 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like I had gotten into Pearson a little bit, and he was, I'd read his 12 Rules of Life, and I'm like, I see where this is going. I don't know. It's like, and I've never been part of the media life. My parents, even as a kid, we weren't allowed to watch anything PG. It would be PG or G. And if it was anything above, we weren't allowed to. So PG-13 and above. That excludes a lot. That's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. 2 is I can't watch, but the first one I can.
Wow.
Because there's the word damn in it. Right?
Jesus.
Right. That was my parents. So I grew up on fucking Greta Garbo and Richard like the Marx Brothers and the Three Stooges. My dad had VCR tapes of the Three Stooges and then bought the DVD set, right? That's what we grew up on. And they didn't have cable and TV. They never spent money on TV. It was books for me.
Let me ask you, because this, the detachment from technology to kind of block out all the background noise and help you maintain a sense of tunnel vision, so to speak, a sense of focus.
Yeah.
You said you went on a journey retreat.
Oh shit! What time is it?
11? No. Yeah, 11:17.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Yes. You said you were on a journey retreat, and you said that you used shrooms to heal your brain. Can you elaborate on that experience?
I sure can.
Please.
Yep. So I, a brain injury in 2009, and 2 years ago, I couldn't see, I can't see. That's the problem. The brain injury. I got hit in the head, and then it gets hit in the back. People don't think about the whiplash, right?
Yeah.
Vision center is in the back of the brain, and processing frontal is here. It's so there's a disconnect somewhere, and my processing slowed to the point where I couldn't read. By the end of the workday, I could not function. So after the brain injury, it was very, it was rough, and I always supported myself. I did go on, no, I didn't. I've been on public assistance once in my 20s when I herniated some discs for 6 months, but I always supported myself, so that is important. I mean, I did in my early, but then I set myself, 6 months, I set myself up where I was able to maintain my own standard, and they call and they're like, it's time to recertify. And I'm like, I don't need to. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I'm okay. I think I can, if you keep my insurance, if you keep my health insurance, I'll be okay. They're like, great. So that's what I'm doing again.
Okay.
I'm doing it again. I'm going on public assistance. I cannot maintain this place by myself. I've tried roommates. I was in a deficit. My credit cards are tapped. And I was out of options, and I do not have family. My family is very hands-off. They do not have anything to do with each other. Even though we love each other a lot. And that is a dysfunction. I had to realize, that when my father, not 3 months ago, 4, 5, 6 months ago, stands in front of me and I'm like, Dad, the only thing I want from you is your time and attention. I want a relationship. You don't know me. You don't know who I am, right? And he goes, and my mother, we are too old to take the time to get to know you.
Wow.
But that is their dysfunction.
We are too old to take the time to get to know you.
Yeah, that's their dysfunction. And there's not a I mean, I say that, I feel as if there's not a damn thing I can do to change their minds. And I can't change their minds.
They say you can't teach an old dog new
There's no more
tricks.
coffee. Sorry.
No worries.
I can make more real quick.
No, you don't have to. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes, you can.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say, I believe the ability exists, but the willingness is something else, you know? And that's why whenever I have, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No. Have it go on. Preach it.
Yeah, that's why whenever they say like, oh yeah, these people because they're older, they're stuck in their ways, they're not gonna change. I'm like, that is a bullshit cop out. You know what I mean? Like, age doesn't stop us from growing. The ability to see beyond what is doesn't
Not even a little bit.
fucking vanish. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
I don't like that.
As a matter of fact, it's even more offensive because as you get older, you gain wisdom.
Hopefully.
And still make the choice.
Yeah.
That's why it's dysfunctional. Mm-hmm. You're like, you know better. You preach different. You live. Nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's fuckery to me. You know
That's
what I mean?
a choice.
Well, it's 150%.
I call it willful ignorance.
and that's where bliss lives. That's where the
Yes.
illusion.
And
of
my
bliss
parents are
lives.
the happiest people. Go to church. No, they really are.
I believe you.
They go to church. They help the people in their church. My dad takes the time to go plow driveways in the winter for the sisters that are in his congregation. But, you know, it's like his daughter goes off medication a couple years ago, right? Like, that's the mushroom thing. Mm-hmm. I had decided, I am a reasonable female. I have my capacity. I've been on the highest dose of antidepressants. I have a lot of side effects because of it. Wellbutrin.
I've been on that, yeah.
For 7 to 18 years. And it's like, I'm going to wean myself off. And of course, every doctor is like, no, I don't suggest that. Yep. Nope. I think that's a bad idea. So I just did it myself. I was a nurse. I was a CNA. I've been a massage therapist. It's like, I'm well versed in the step off method. It's like, you know what? You go down and then you stay that way for 6 months. 3 months. I did it for 3. Stay that way for 3 months. And then you step down. And then you stay that way for 3 months. And then you step down. And you stay that way for 3 months. And it's like, because it is a chemical change. Mm-hmm. Your brain has been patterned with this drug to exist. And then you take it away. It is a complete reset. It's crazy.
Just because that's a major kind of contemporary issue in my sphere is the use of antidepressants and other drugs has skyrocketed within the last 10, 15 years. And, you know, like, it's very common for people to be on antidepressants, Adderall, things like that for years, if not decades. Would you say, just in a word, that you feel better after being off the antidepressants? Was that an improvement?
Yes, very much an improvement. It unlocked my creativity, 100%. Okay. I was very, very disconnected. I still to this day, I mean, I'm 2 years out, right? And I do not understand the emotions sometimes I have in the moment that I have them. I have to sit back and think.
Kind of as a side effect almost.
That's right.
Yep.
Because you go so long without fucking feeling that you live life not knowing what the fuck is going on.
Yes. In my opinion, if you're using something like that, and some people need it, you know what I mean? In a moment, it could be very helpful. For a year, Riley's drowning, 2 years, even 3. Yep.
I get it. 17, there should be fucking alarm bells going off.
Yep. You gotta kind of face it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctors, I don't recommend that.
Yes.
Nope. That's going to be rough on you. Yeah, the fuck it is.
So is life.
Yup.
Yep. I agree completely.
And the avoidance of is the culture.
Yes.
The avoidance of being uncomfortable, chaotic,
Yep.
is not okay. Yes, it is. It is absolutely necessary. If you take away those pieces, you are left disconnected, numbed out, and you do not understand what's going on. I know. I was one of them.
Take away those pieces, you take away humanity.
Yeah. You numb my emotions to that point for that long. I had no idea what was going on. And then to come off it, I still deal with it. Still deal with it.
You said it was about 2 years?
It's been 2 years, 2 years now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
What is that?
I had was just going down off my last step. I was about, I just started my last step of going completely off, and I got invited to a journey retreat.
And how was
I was a
that?
good Christian girl. It was going into the absolute fearful and unknown, and only going because there was one person that I trust. But it was a hardcore person. It was my base fund, it was somebody I could rely on. So it was like, okay, I went. And I got carted off to this big house in the middle of an estate where, people in golf carts would come up and who maintained the property and are like, it's so good to have people here. Like, it's so good to have people in the house. We love seeing this. Please come back, right? Absolutely stunning, though. And then they, laid out, I had never done anything. I had tried ecstasy. I tried Molly before at the rendezvous, and it was a light dose, and it was wonderful. I was like, this is the best fucking night of sleep I ever had in my life. My friends totally abandoned me when I took it. They're like, the ones that were with me, we're going to bed. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, these are the ones that I stepped away from. I was like, what? I'm like, I thought we were here. You're right. And they're like, nope. And I'm like, I guess I'm on my own. What the fuck? I'm here with, 2 other friends that I know. All right, so they go to bed. It was great. Fucking walked around. Even the next day. I was like, colors brighter. This is the best shit ever. I can never do it again. Right? And that's what it is with me with drugs.
Yeah.
It's even Coke. Oh, fucking love a fucking good. Dude, you lay out some good Coke and you get some good conversation and cards going, I'm in. And the first time I did it, I was like, this is the best ever. I can never do it again. Right? Because this is it.
Holy shit.
Right?
Not for nothing, yeah. I the first time I did it, man, that shit was incredible. I'm like,
It was
I
awesome.
can't do this anymore.
I can't do this.
I better fuck my life
I'm
up.
gonna fuck my life up.
Yeah.
Right? You're just like, this is wonderful.
But it's having that level of self-discipline to be able to say that to yourself and to stand on that. Oh my God, yeah, the people I'm with, they're like, this is their, 5th night in a row because I just get into interesting places, right? And they're banging in the shower because probably not. I don't know, I'm sleeping on the couch and there's a cigarette burning and I don't even know whose it is, and because I don't see anybody and it's not my cigarette. But, it's I'm 47. After I stepped away from the religion, it was okay, what's things about? And so I got different tastes, and it was I'm good. Let me ask you, kind of going back to your situation with your parents and them not wanting to take the time to get to know you, and just with the whole religion thing. Mm-hmm. So, how corrupted people do good for the community in terms of cleaning their image, right? Yeah. Do you feel that exists within religion? And what I'm saying is like, there's like, take your parents for example. I'm not trying to put any labels
No,
on them or
yeah,
anything.
100%.
But-
Can he still do good even though he's dysfunction?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
had
saying
to,
is there's this need to do for others, plowing their driveways and all that, despite an unwillingness to do for those closest to you, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a parallel between the criminals that do good to
Well, there's a difference.
yeah.
Because when criminals, they decide to go off on their own path, they do things that are destructive. And my parents, it's like they've decided to hold the standard of dysfunction, and that's where I think organization Christianity really plays a good role there. It's like they grew up holding themselves to this standard, and because of that standard, they are good people, and they continue to hold themselves to it.
Fair
and
enough.
it's like, I get that, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Even if it's dysfunctional, the separation is not because of the religion. The religion does not support how my parents' behavior is.
Okay.
It's like they do have some separation issues and what they call disfellowshipping, but they've revised that. It's like they've understand now that that is not something you really want to do, even unless it's a last resort to anybody in the congregation. And so it's like on an organizational level, like they're slow and they move at a religious momentum, like administratively, right? Which takes years. Like, try to change something in the Catholic Church. Good luck, right?
Yes.
So the fact that the organization, in a 10-year period, 15 goes, hey, you know what? I think we have a clarification on the scripture, and we're taking this a little too harshly, even if it's on a minor level. That's huge. That's respect. My parents do not do that. I mean, their separation is not religiously based. They hold themselves to that standard and always try to maintain it. For whatever dysfunction they have is between the family and the breakdown of that.
So just to go back to what you said about the criminals or whatever causing the destruction, and you said your parents' situation that causes the dysfunction, is it unfair to say that dysfunction causes a destruction within you, right? You know what I mean? There is a level.
Within me, absolutely. It hurts every day. It's like, again, I have I've made the choices to put myself in this situation, and so desperation comes to surface, and you want your parents, because you are alone, and that is not an option for me. So I find alternatives. I've turned to my community for that.
So you said choices, and
is it destructive within the congregation? I think it is. I think in probably some layers it is, and I do not agree with it, and that is why I do not have any contact with them, because until I see that there is some action towards the correction of hypocrisy, I will distance myself from that.
Understood. I sort of want to shift gears a bit as we come toward the latter end of our dialogue. You said something a few moments ago about choices and putting yourself within a certain situation, and that brought me back to something that I saw you said on social media one time. It stuck with me. You said, "I'm an educated feminist, not an angry one."
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, kind of going into that territory.
Sure.
What do you think people misunderstand most about feminism, and why does that misunderstanding bother you?
I think the definition in general is completely taken out of context and twisted.
Okay.
And that because of mainstream media and expectations that go against biology, I did everything they said. I am an independent woman. I have done everything the feminists said I should do. Not have children, have a career, right? And it's wrong. It's wrong. I went against my culture. I went against what I thought was right, which was get myself healthy, go for a family, don't prioritize the people around me, and have empathy for everything and everybody around me. And sacrifice for them. I didn't sacrifice for myself. I didn't get my own family, right? I did what the feminists said I should do, and I'm angry about it.
Wow.
And it's like, I am a feminist because there is a male and a female dynamic that it does play for biology, right? And you do need that. I'm not saying that you can't be a woman and be masculine and be a woman and be, there has to be that interplay, right?
Yeah.
That is biology. Just is what it is. There's always going to be that dynamic.
So not for nothing, do you feel like you've been failed by feminism? Is that fair?
I am not only failed by the feminists, I get fucked by them daily.
Shit. Elaborate on that. That's
Oh,
passionate.
by all means, I'll give you the latest.
Please.
You wanna, like, oh, people, like, you know what? I didn't grow up with racism. Like, I grew up in the fucking 90s. You stood in front of me, you were you, right? It didn't fucking matter. And we were religious and accept all. You just did the thought of color or race or because you smell different because you eat curry. It just, like, it doesn't fucking matter. You're just people, right?
Yeah, what?
Like, well, I remember that conversation with my dad. Oh, he eats curry. Well, what the fuck is, I mean, the kid, what's curry? Like, why does he smell that way, right? It is what it is.
I love curry. I fucking
love curry. I'll smell like curry all day.
I love it.
But it's America. Like, yeah, we have a melting pot here, and it's such wonderful. It's like, but racism is real. It is fucking, and I experienced it. I got fucked so bad. You know, you walk in, I deal with any fucking man. They get a little flustered, you know, because I'm pretty. It is what it is.
Fair
but
enough.
eventually, you know, they look you in the eye, especially a secure man, you know?
Yes,
They always maintain their boundaries. It's great. Even if I'm emotional sometimes I'm a girl, it happens. I allow myself that now. I sure do. Well, why not? I got them. Use them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, word.
I got emotions now. Hey. So it's like, it's these fucking white women. They're the racist people I've ever met in my fucking life. I go into the bank. Like, I have sacrificed everything for this plan. Dude, I've got utilities shut off. I'm lucky to have my lights on right now, right? Like, I have been, like, I don't ask shit from anybody. And it's like, that is a little bit dysfunctional, and I get it, and I'm working on it, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, the whole 100% independence, it's not good. It's not balanced.
Fair enough.
So, it's like you're like, I have this plan. I'm negative 40 between school loans that I never got because last semester got in a car accident, lost my ability to see, was going to be a deaf interpreter. Oh, well. Fuck, that sucks. You know? Majored in communications, minored in psychology, already had an associate's. Well, they never got the degree because just transferred credits, was going to go be for deaf interpreters, going for my master's, right? And it was like, bachelor's, going for my bachelor's. It was like, so I have all the education, went through every psych, every communication, like every class I could get my hands on. I got them to the point where it was playful, right? Like 20th century lit. I'm still proud about that fucking seat. Like, I wrote about that. I just, to this day, I'm like, that just tickles me fucking pink.
Rock and roll.
Right? Like, I took a different point of view on Streetcar Named Desire, and when I read my review in front of in the room, and it was a circle of feminists, Like, this is 2011, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And one guy who just wanted to get laid. Like, he did, you know, he is that, like, dude, you are that guy. Like, I don't even know. You're not enlightened at all. You just need to get laid. You might, if you play your cards right with one of these girls, right? But whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, hey, to each his own. This is how things work. Have fun.
Yeah, that's a
Right, you know? Like, maybe you'll meet one of these feminists and she'll be the love of your life. Who knows? Have fun, right?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
With the streetcar named Desire, everybody had their take on it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't think Blanche was raped. Not Blanche. Blanche. I don't think Blanche was raped. I think she had a psychotic break because she had been pretty much abandoned her whole life by her parents and supported herself with being a whore and then seduced her brother because she was afraid about getting kicked out and then was so ashamed went insane. Nope! That was bad. I got a C and everybody was like...
Wow.
I mean, it was a paper. I mean, I read it and so
You got a C, but...
Oh, the teacher was like,
But
no. She said, that is an interesting interpretation. That was
So you got a mediocre score not because the material was presented poorly or poorly researched or poorly thought.
Oh, no.
You got it because she didn't agree with your opinion.
Pretty much.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and she said it. She said that was an interesting take. And I was like, dude, I know how to fucking write a paper. There wasn't a damn editing place. There were no red marks. It was just a great. I'm like, all right, okay.
Ah, fuck
but
her.
Yeah. Dude, I knew it was going to happen. Like, this was the end of the semester. Like, I knew, like, it was a C that I was like, if I get anything lower than a B, I'm, like, anything lower than, no. Unless I fail, unless she F's it, I'm fine with my grade. My GPA won't change. Right? So it was really a fuck around and find out paper. It really was. Because I could say pretty much whatever I wanted. And unless she was so egregious and gave me an F, and then she would look like the asshole, because I would contest that.
Absolutely.
Like, the appropriate thing of her going, I do not agree with this, of your opinion, was to give me a C. Like,
yeah, like that's fucking ridiculous.
But I was fucking proud of that. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
I remember being in 4th grade and writing a story, or 3rd grade. It was 3rd grade and writing a story from beginning to end. And I'm like, yeah, I got this. I got this in 3rd grade. I wrote a story. My mom still has it. By hand. Even did the illustrations. Wrote a little book. I understood at that age that there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there is an end. And just like in the movies, there's always a tragedy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
So
fucking
I think,
right.
like, the story is, there was a happy family, they broke in, and everybody survived. Yay! Right? And even then, like, so gifted and talented, because there was gifted and talent back then. Both of my sisters were in it. And it was like, they come sniffing down in my 3rd grade, little desk. Hi, guys. Like, when you get older, kid, we're going to get you. Like, okay. Like,
Oh, shit.
not really. They didn't say that.
Yeah,
but they're like, we
yeah,
really
word.
look forward to getting you. You get older, you're going to be so much fun with us. Like, I know. I see you coming. My sister told me about the games you guys play. Like,
Shit.
yeah.
Let me.
Oh, and then my parents homeschooled me.
Fair,
And then never schooled me. I just taught myself.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, friend. What kind of suffering do you have the least patience for, and where do you think that reaction comes from?
These stupid white bitches at the bank. They, the racism, basically. That's what I have a low tolerance for. These stupid bitches in the bank. I walked in with my, sacrificing everything. Like, everything. I have nothing. And I got my, for 10 years, I did deferred comp.
Okay.
Because that's what you do as a good state employee, is you defer comp, and okay, that's what I did. I got my check. paper check in hand. Fuck yeah, this is my LLC. I have everything ready. All I have to do is push fucking pay. It's even loaded up, right? Where I can form my LLC. I can start my business, my music writing tour, right? I can sponsor myself with my own jewelry and being a vendor, right? I don't ever need to ask for a sponsor. I will sponsor myself, right? So I love when people are like, oh, you support this person? Like, no, unless they are paying me, I will not wear their logo, and I will not sponsor. I will not ask for sponsorship for anybody. And if I'm asking for myself, there's a problem, because I sponsor my fucking self, and I'm fully funded.
Shit, that ass.
Right?
That's a fact.
And right now, actually, the government is helping me in my little business venture in the next 6 months, because I decided I'm low income enough. I get a free phone, I get food stamps, and I get to build my business, and was honest about it with them. This is my plan. I need help for 6 months. I can't afford my apartment or my utilities by myself.
That's what it's there for.
And these checks at the bank, I mean, what?
Oh, so the bank. So I bring my check to the bank, and they go, fraud.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
So then, you are now who, and dude, I fucking looked, I was like cherry, like makeup, I had things in my hair, I was beautiful, right? Like when I go out, I make sure I look good. I was in, fraud. So I deposit the check, I go in, they hold the check first, she's like, the funds will be made available, partially available, and I'm like, oh my God, I can file the LLC, right? Tomorrow. So I go, checks, the funds aren't available. My account is negative 214. I've got no gas. What do I do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I drive to the bank. They bring out the check. Where did you get this check? Excuse me? Where'd you get this check? I'm like, that's my deferred New York State comp check. I cashed out my savings. I liquidated it. Well, it says it's a New York check, but it says it's a Pennsylvania bank.
No shit, yeah.
You do know New York doesn't source out its own shit for anything.
Yes. Isn't that where the treasury is in Pennsylvania?
And I'm like, and it's a paper check. It's like, you're not just talking about, like, where does the bank source out their check? Where is the bank originally located? Like, what? There's a whole bunch of the back end. What the fuck are you talking about? Right?
Yes.
And so I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, no, fraud. So then Stacy comes out. Oh, here's a number. You have to go. It's up to their discernment. It's our discernment whether we hold it or not. I'm like, discernment means a choice. That means you can take it off. Yes, that does mean that. Well, we can't hear. You have to go to the Harry Bank. She hands me a piece of paper. I still have it. With a number to call the bank. I call the bank. I understand now, after talking to MDT, Christy is her name in Schoharie, that wow, you just do it all. You're just amazing. You're the most amazing person I've ever, you motherfucker. Wow. I have a job interview at Guitar Center. I quit my job, and I can't get there. Well, you just do it all, don't you?
Wow.
I go pick up my money today.
Motherfuckers at the bank. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
So then I take what little gas I had, and I go over to the East Greenbush Bank,
yeah.
where I normally go because it's right near where my work used to be. And these people don't know, this woman doesn't know my face.
Oh, man.
And I sit down and I bring with me my birth certificate. I have 2 licenses I carry with me. One fat one, because some systems still have the old picture, and the new one. And because of the brain injury, I shortened my fucking signature to just initials, CH.
Yep.
Right? I can see it on the pin pad. I know it's me. Boom. Well, no, flag for fraud. And you're fat and you're skinny. I get it. I get it, but at the same time, I've been at that bank before and I just talked to the wrong person. And then when pushed, there is obvious proof here. I am who I am. It was a total fuck you. I don't believe you. And now you've pushed me. Here's a fake number. Here's this. I tried calling. I sound like a fucking crazy lady. I'm frantic. I'm like, I've now missed opportunity, and I go an entirely another a week, negative 14, no change. I took all the change in every change I could in my bucket. I dumped it on the counter, and she's like, do you know how much time this is going to take me to count? I said, I can't afford the I can't afford the Coinstar fee. She's like, this is going to take me some time. I said, not as much time as it's going to take me to continue to come back because you discerned you should hold my check. Ugh! And I run across that all the time. And HR. And it's not just limited to women. I wish it was white women. It really was. I wish it really was. It wasn't. It's not just. But they are the particular Carols and Karens and Stacys of the group. Yes, right?
Yeah, yes, they are.
And oddly enough, those were their names.
Just because you kind of brought it up. What did Malcolm X say? Be wary of the white liberal. He didn't put a gender.
Bad.
Absolutely. I wonder why.
And it's like, like the Mr. Nice guys, the guys that are so Mr. Nice guys, fucking weakest pieces. Oh my God! Like really? I have a whole poem. I have 100 problems, and Mr. Nice Guy won't make 101. And at the end, it's like you're no Mr. Nice Guy. You're just weak.
Holy shit! God damn. Yo, that's deep.
No, that's pissed. That's pissed.
Wow. Yo, nice guys really do finish last. Yo, I have learned that the hard way.
They do because they're fucking weak.
Yeah.
Stand up and tell the girl, I like you, and if you don't, walk away. Don't follow her around like a fucking puppy, thinking you're gonna get in a friend zone. Fuck off.
Holy yo, you're fucking preaching right now, Char. God damn.
Oh, dude, I got so much preaching to do.
God damn.
And most of it's written down in poetry right now, which is just rough.
Fucking rock and roll,
A lot
man.
of people need to hear this now.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Like, we're moving in a very funny direction. Confidently.
Oh my God.
Like, fuck you.
Yo,
That's another thing I cut it off. Like dating. Like all these guys, and then they meet me. That either fall in love with me or fucking I'm the ragingest cunt. And it's like, dude, you either step up and treat me like a dignified person, and they want to text me and get to know me. Nope. It's like third text, paragraph long. I just respond. I did not read. Meet up what time? Boom.
Yep.
Right? I'm not going to sit there and get to know you. Dude, this is everything on the media, everything on Facebook, everything you text is a self-reflection of understanding. Unless a person is there to confirm or deny the understanding, it is a self-reflection. That is why when you read a text and she's like, hey, good morning, and didn't go, hey, baby, good morning, you register it as a flag.
Yeah, word. Wow.
Because the interpretation is a self-reflection. So anything you do on the media, that algorithm is a self-reflection. People deep dive into AI, 100% a self-confirming conflection, deep dive of narcissism. That is the definition of self-cycling and self-involvement. How involved are you?
Shit.
That is a biological, psychological, documented fact. And we have studies and universities confirming. And the culture continues. It goes forth.
Motherfucking Char. I love it. Oh my God. Yo, I love it.
Now I'm going to go and I'm going to pick up my money
There you
And I'm
go.
gonna put gas in my tank.
Right on.
And I'm gonna go file my fucking LLC because I'm gonna walk to the library and print shit out. And that's what I'm gonna do today.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to rehearsals. Because Tool Belt Jedi's, Mr. Leary is my mentor, my writing mentor.
Fair enough. Just got 2 more questions here on the wrap up.
Yeah.
What wound, disappointment, or betrayal changed the way you judge people and their choices?
I shared this apartment with my brother. It was one of my things to make ends meet, and he had twins. And they lived here for a year. And I trusted him. And he betrayed me on all levels. And he was the only one, since we were kids,
Mm-hmm.
he was my ride or die. He was my ride or die. And he betrayed me on all levels. And on top of that, cut the twins off. I'm not allowed to speak to them. Which, they'll grow up. It was like a fucking divorce. And it changed the way it made me realize that it does not matter how much you sacrifice or love. It is what people do. It doesn't matter what you say.
Where this how did this fallout kind of happen?
The joint account kept going in a negative.
Okay.
And say I only used the account for household things. I had my own personal account. So
Okay.
I didn't understand what was going on. I kept putting in my half and my money and kept contributing. Like if I took something out of it, there was a deposit to replace it.
Yes.
He went and looked at and saw that there were all these charges he could not explain. And he read it as theft. And it's like, those Amazon, he's like, you've just been going on a fucking shopping spree. Going to Stewart's whenever you like. Getting this, getting that. And I'm like, you mean like eggs and milk? Like if I want, sometimes I'll get a coffee, but like if I want my own shit, I use my own debit card. And then if I get eggs and milk, it comes to about, he's like, look, $9 here, $12 here, like eggs and milk.
I mean, this shit ain't cheap no more.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Like,
are you talking? Like,
right?
What are you talking about, man? Like, what the
Instead,
fuck?
he goes through and reads it as all of these things that I have splurged on, instead of him reimbursing for half
Oh God.
for a year. So now on top of that, it's like all of the household expenses and food I was covering pretty much. And it broke me. And he read it as theft and said, you were a thief and you've broken my, but at that time, the year he bought a new car, he saved, he paid off debt, he did, he got his shit together. And it absolutely broke me. And I tried to roommate one more time, and the roommates is a no for me. It's a no for me.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I just, it's a no.
You guys were living together at the time.
My brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and the twins lived here.
Okay.
And then we always had one twin here. So
They were living here?
Here.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah. There's another bedroom back there that's empty.
Okay.
Wow.
This is not considered another bedroom because there is no closet.
Okay.
I mean, shit. There's a window.
And a wash and dryer. It's like this is the best apartment ever. So it's like they lived here for a year, and they eat a lot. Those twins. I was cooking I was cooking all the
fucking
time,
kids,
like
man.
constantly buying snacks, like hauling in groceries, doing it all myself. And as I should. That's what we agreed to. And he called me a thief, and when in actuality, and it's like I knew. And he ran me out of my own apartment. Like he was screaming at me. I was like, if you don't stop at this point, it's considered assault, and I have to leave. And he wouldn't, so I left. And then I had to live here for an entire month while he wouldn't talk to me. Because I was like, until you apologize to my face. He would text me, whatever, email me, rage, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, no, until you talk to my face, nothing will change. And then he left.
What's the age gap?
Huh?
Is he older, younger?
It's 2 years younger than my little
Okay,
brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a big so and then he left his queen size bed in there that weighs over 500 pounds that I can't move. I love that for me. I love that for me. And my dad offered to come and cut it up and throw it in the dumpster. I said, no, sir. I said, no, I will drop that bed off on that man's doorstep and he can deal with it himself. Dad's like, no. I'm like, no, Dad, you make decisions. He's like, well, there's nothing you can do. I was like, yes, there is. I'm like, this is wrong. He has treated me badly. He's gone behind me and told my friends that I'm stealing. He's like, no. And my parents, well, they question, you know. They don't know which side to take. Oh, no, I'm done with that. If you don't know me by now, fuck you people.
Yo,
fuck you
family
people.
be out here doing shit.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck that. Oh my
So
God.
it was like, I'm like, so the last conversation with my father, he was just like, how can I help? Oh, that's how Dad does it. He said, unless you help me do the right thing, the only thing I want from you is a relationship. And that was months ago. I have not heard one word from him. I do not have a phone number. They don't know because they won't. If I disappeared tomorrow, it would take them a long time to figure out my family, a long time to figure out I was dead. And that's their choice. Getting rid of my phone and all of those 900 contacts of OMH for 10 years, all gone. And my family, it was like I could hear my own voice again. It was like I could hear my own, and then no media unless I was on a laptop.
Yep.
Oh God, it was like, dude, it was like I connected to my true aim for the first time, and it feels good. Like you're like, oh God, you walk around like at first I was so afraid, like no phone, my car could break down, I don't even know what to like I'm a lone female out here. Nope, strap on my blades and go forth. And you know what? I like at first the fear, and that's the thing. That is the thing. People don't do things because they're afraid. They don't do things before. I know if I'm afraid, that is a call to step forward.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Like, if I am like going to music venues, I was terrified. People, brain injury, lights. I would go back and throw up for an hour afterwards in the car before I could drive home. I was afraid. I had to realize I'm not in pain. Like, my brain is overwhelmed and I'm scared. Calm down. Let your eyes relax. Right? And if I hadn't done that, I would not have left my job. I would not have blah, blah, blah. It's like I had to do what terrified and hurt.
That's once you do that, that's when you can actually start living. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is, then I realized, oh, I do want to go back to making my jewelry. I do want to go, and I do not, like, don't want to be behind. I'm not going to be behind in email anymore. I'm not going behind, like, and I was good. Like, I'm good. I was good. I was known for running a tight ship. I have 5 directors under me. Like, I know how to do it. I'm not going to ever again. If I sit down to write, it will be to create. If I sit down to make money, it will be with my hands. I think meritocracy is a perfect idea to add that flavor back into our culture.
Let the cream rise, right?
Yeah, and that is the underlying underground. That is that meritocracy. That is the underground.
Yes. Yeah, we're moving way too far away from that.
Yeah, it's
Egalitarian
going.
is poison. people are going to stand out naturally. Always. There's no system that you can make to regulate.
Liam was saying this same thing. Yeah, wow.
When you have such, it's the thing about HR. It's one of the things I absolutely hated about the state. Birthdays. I know, listen, I know how to make somebody's birthday special. You just get them really good quality cupcakes, or you just put together a beautiful charcuterie board. Make some, right? It literally takes 15 minutes.
That's a fact.
No, you know what?
This
person can't eat this, and this person can't eat this, and this person can't eat this, and this is all, I don't know. So we're just going to not do this in any way, shape, or form, and always order pizza. Even on the last Christmas party, when I did it, there was chicken and wild rice. Guess what the last Christmas party that the ladies took over was? Fucking pizza. My Christmas party. Pizza. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, they do always get fucking pizza, man. God damn.
Because then everybody can have a slice. Everybody can eat cheese and stuff.
That's cap. That's not true at all. Everybody cannot eat cheese. Fuck that. I can't eat cheese.
But it's a wider variety.
Those fuckers.
Wider variety, you know. We'll get gluten-free for you because you get gassy. Fuck you people.
Supply motherfuckers with lactate pills
like the
too.
same amount of money I had fucking rolls, chicken, goddamn, like really? Nope. Gotta make it fair for everybody. And what I did is like, hey, you guys are on a halal diet. You're on your own. Order something that you can eat.
Type shit.
Yep. Just order right off the menu. We'll pay for it.
Bam.
Yep.
Boom.
Bam.
Nope. Pizza.
Pizza.
I was like, this is why I'm leaving.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What's the Mark Twain quote? Something like that. Egalitarian. I forget what he said. Censorship is banning steak because some people can't chew it.
Censorship is banning steak because some people can't chew it.
Yep.
Mark Twain.
I believe.
Yo.
Yeah, but
All
you
right.
got people censoring with law. It's
Oh yeah, in every way they can. Law, social shaming. Ironically, there's a lot of horrible things we don't have any stigma against, but you know.
Well,
pizza, brought in lunch, forget it. You know, that's where we draw.
okay. So one more thing too. I mean, if I ever want this to get out, this is like my main initiative in life. Really, is like if I were to ever develop a program on a federal level, what would I do? Like because I play this game all the time. People are always like, "Oh, you have opinions, but how would you change it?" I've had the time to think that through. Fuck you, people. I got an answer. Right? So one of the things that I would initiate on a federal level is teaching children, along with their ABCs, the sign language.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, as you are teaching them sign language, it takes away the possibility of shaming. When you are describing somebody, you describe them really, really fat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no shame involved in that.
Yeah, reality. You know.
You know?
Reality.
Oh, I see her really thin, the tall one, really, really thin. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Take about that concept, put it in a child. Whew, that has lasting effects.
Okay.
On a cultural level, on a individual level. And that's my definition. That's the definition of that. If I were ever to have a federal program and to change something on a cultural level, what would I do? That's what I would do.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And my last question, if someone understood every experience that made you who you are today, what part of you do they think they would finally stop condemning?
Hold the line. Hold the line.
Hold the line.
Hold the line. People really, really hate that.
That's a fact.
They really, really, really hate
The
that.
people that hate that are the people that are so willing to cross it. You know what I mean?
The people who hate that do not realize that a person who can hold the line is honest
Mm-hmm.
and authentic. and they have nothing in life to compare that to other than the reflections of lies that they continually live with. How can you hate that? You can be angry with it. All you can do is be and do differently around them and set the example, because it doesn't have to be that way. You do not have to live a life where your first reaction is fraud.
Yep.
Dude, rock and roll. This was fucking awesome. This was
Oh,
rockin'
it's on my
shit.
tagline for everything that I do too. Even when I like my signature,
Yeah.
peace, hang loose, I love you.
Rock on.
Hell yeah.
And then if I'm at a counter, it switches right into rock on. Right?
Yep.
So peace. And I do that on the bus. Peace, hang loose, I love you. 1, 2, 3. Id, ego, super ego.
Uh-huh.
Yeah!
Heck yeah. Shout out Sigmund Freud. You know, rest in peace.
I
Rest in
like the
peace.
pieces. Well, I mean, you get into the architecture or like the archetypes, you get into like Jungian pieces, and then you start pulling that shit in, and it's just, those are stories all day. There's stories all day.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
As we cap this off, please, because I did
It's
not.
too much. Yeah, I know. That's what people.
No, what I'm saying is, like, I didn't give you the proper introduction that you need, because you do more than just write. You make jewelry. Like,
Yes,
are you a published author as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, now I am. Yes.
Can you please just like let?
I've edited majorly for years for some for the commissioner.
The
that
commissioner,
kind of tapered
okay.
off. Yeah, the Office of Mental Health did a lot of, like, all administrative. When you say administrative work, what does that mean? It's like the easiest way for me to explain it is I'm a secretary.
Okay.
Like, I did the meeting minutes. I could type that fast. I could process. Like, I did all the editing, all the PowerPoints. I could actually revise. It's like the scheduling, all that. Yeah, it's like nowadays it's related to, like, on an organizational level, secularly would be an executive assistant.
Shit. Fair enough. Please let the people know your resume. You know what I mean? Shout it out.
Let's see,
Let
I
it
was a
be-
nurse. I was a CNA. I still do massage on the side.
Okay.
Like, but it is, I do not want to do that, and I just do that for family and friends. I know I make really good money. I specialize in athletic care. I would much rather give you a recommendation and tell you how to do it.
Okay.
Because I did massage for years, I developed my own oil.
Wow.
Yeah, and it hydrates my skin, and I don't really use perfumes, and I developed a tinted lip oil, which is one of the things I'll be selling. I'm not going to sell anything online. And I'm starting small. I'll start at music festivals and flea markets, different events I'll start, and then I will get my own business up, and I will have my dream. I'll have my dream eventually.
Okay. As for the writing, do you still contribute to Experience monthly?
I'm independent, and I'm working out. I don't work for anybody exclusively. I would like to work with a team. That would be lovely.
Fair enough.
Where can people find your work right now?
Absolutely. Somebody wants to read the work of Char. Like, where can they? It's not
all
out.
on that fucking computer.
Not published yet?
I've performed a lot. I get a lot of powerful response from that. And I am working on putting the book together. You gotta understand is I have a lot of things that I've written, but never was going to be a writer.
Just wrote for the love of it, yeah.
I did. I edited it for the love of it. I journaled for the love of it. And now I have aim. I want to be a writer for the Rolling Stone. And it's like, yeah, all of that capability and precision that was used for other things is now being used exclusively for me and my writing and my jewelry. And it's like, with a brain injury, I could not do both work and that, and then for me, was too fucking tired. I physically couldn't. And now, I won't. It's like, I will make money doing this somehow.
Where can people buy your jewelry?
My first event, my first table will be at the Father's Day at Sliding Dirty.
Okay.
And then
Father's Day at Sliding Dirty.
when I get the LLC filed and I get my vendor license and everything is up and running, then I've chosen the Menands Farmers Market. I like working with the farmers. They have a reputation for being hard asses.
Goddamn
me
right.
up.
Goddamn right.
Sign me up.
Hell
because
yeah.
I will come in with my hard ass ways and my tarot card reading and my jams and have all my paperwork in order. And the only thing that if they say no is if they just don't like the flavor, and everybody loves my flavor. It's all with guys like that. They just want to make sure that their investment is protected and that you got your shit in order and you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's the patriarch.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's the patriarch.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's the matriarch that's brought us down.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Holy shit.
And until I get my article in the Times Union that says, just like Lois Lane, down with the matriarch, I'm not gonna stop.
Amen.
I'll do it in micro versions.
That's all it takes. That's how change starts. I mean, we're kind of backtracking some change now.
All that nice guy shit, Brad,
Steps.
that's the matriarch. That's not the patriarch. The patriarch is well established and well ruled.
Wow.
And I'm using it to build a business. And that's what I'm writing about. Because fuck you for fuck every man, fuck the patriarch, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guess what? They helped me build. Why don't you go on disability? Because I could have been on disability 2 or 3 times. Well, and I dated, taken me out on dates. You're on disability and living better than I am, working a full fucking time job. You bet I'm pissed about it.
Yep.
And I'm using the system, the one that you subscribe to, and are pissed that you just got your food stamps cut. Fuck you. I'll thrive on it, get off it, and build an empire.
Yep. Yep.
These are choices. I've talked with people who are like, yeah, I'm not right. Well, you seem fine to me. You're talking to me. Well, I don't take my meds all the time. Well, that's a decision. If you have to wake up and get a job, if you don't eat, if you don't take those meds, you take them. But they eat. And then they play with their meds. And then I actually had a conversation where he said, I play all day. He's like, well, not really, you know. But
Yeah,
that was his
yeah.
initial. I was like, no, that's an honest answer. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're on disability, you play more. And he's like, yeah. Free phone. And I'm sitting there, like, utilities shut off, no food. I'm not asking money for shit. Because fuck everybody. Thinking I'm after what they want or what they need or what they got. Fuck you, I will get it myself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't need you. I don't need you. I got the patriarch. Like, I got the patriarch that's going to help me pay my rent for 6 months.
Yep.
It's going to help cover my food. I go to food bank. Guess what? The food banks I've been donated to for fucking years. I'm showing up, and I'm not going to be ashamed. I feel ashamed. But I'm going to show up. Fuck you people.
Some people need it. There's nothing wrong with that, you know?
Yeah. This was beautiful, Char. God damn.
And just, does your jewelry business have a name or something, signage to look out for?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Simply Stated Jewelry and Whimsical Hats.
Rock and roll.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Whimsical Hat Line. And I'll be at the Menands Farmers Market in a couple weeks, and when everything gets all sorted and I get insured, and then, it's pop-ups like Slide and Dirty, the music festivals that I will be writing and touring about, and interviewing the people and seeing what the fuck is going on with this culture. Like, how deep is this nice guy thing, and where are my people? Because I fucking can't take, I can't take these people anymore. This HR bullshit. Somebody went to me the other day, well, you know, I've been working with HBO and doing this. I'm like, you know what HBO comes with? Their own HBO HR. Fuck you guys. You think the state's rough with it for their HR? Fucking you have at it with HBO, man. I want nothing to do with that fucking shit. I can imagine the let's do a deal. Right? A contract. I've worked with those contracts. I do know those language. I know the duplicity of a sentence and how it can translate and change people's lives based on that fucking contract. Fuck you people. Face to face, I'll flea market it.
And you're a powerful speaker. I mean, hell, I would love to see you perform again. I saw you perform that one time at that open mic we met at back in October.
Yeah, I was just getting my speaking voice. Apparently, a long-time traumatic PTSD thing is that you keep your voice too high. And so I had vocal cords, you know, I had therapy. Because of therapy, I realized I have to drop my voice. So the public speaking I've always helped other people do, I have to now train myself.
Where can people see you perform? Like your open mics and stuff?
I usually, this week has been off, but like I Deb Zep on Mondays. The lighting is good. It's a quiet environment. I usually will do poems there.
Okay.
I've been practicing there a lot, and she's been helping me out. The Unihog, they have a good stage and good lighting, and Jason, the great fucking sound, and I love the area. It's like up in Hoosick Falls.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Slide and Dirty, they're going to be doing something, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Danny's, you know, he's bringing in different things. He, just to kind of give the Slide and Dirty a flavor, and I appreciate it. He brought in, went to a music school and was like, hey, your kids need some live, you know, experience. Bring them in for, like, open mic, and I'll give them that hour to just get up there and practice. All right, I'm down with that. What are you doing, man? Like, I'll pay attention to that. I'll keep watching that. And it is, because now I'm an investigative music journalist. I've just titled myself, right, you know? Because I'm the Lois Lane, right?
Yes, indeed.
It's like any of the articles I write, it's because I've been watching people for the last year. And I know where I'm aimed. And if I write about them, it's because, especially the Unihog, it's because they have an aim and a flavor that I appreciate and support. And I get no money for it, and they have never asked me to advertise, and they do not work with me in any way. I see what they are doing. It's impressive, and I support it.
Damn. That's what's up. Char, thank you so much for your time today. This was absolutely amazing. Oh my God. You are our first video interview.
Oh, hey.
This went absolutely well. Oh my God. I love it. Brother, are we all set?
You guys are good.
Yeah, absolutely. That is weird.
And yeah, a lot of things people will buy special cameras for and all that